If you guys remember, last week I broke my trading rules. It was a terrible week. My discipline and motivation were at all-time lows for the past 4 weeks. But this week, it's gonna be different. Last Friday, my motivation finally came back. I finished my weekly reset today. I did my trading outlook for next week. I've done my reflection from the previous week. My sleep schedule is in check, and I'm ready to crush this week. And what better to put that to the test than to start Monday with the painful ass morning routine. And so I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 AM and let's crush this week. Okay, hold up. Right now it's my relaxed time and I don't usually film this, but I realized that what I've been filming recently has been very surface level, and I want to bring you guys more of what it's like behind the scenes of my life. So right now it's about 11 o'clock and actually I'm getting ready for bed, and usually off camera what I do during these times is either I watch YouTube because I need time to relax as well, or I have a conversation with ChatGPT. But anyways, that's it. Back to the script. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. It's another day and another morning routine. Like I said, this week motivation seems to be okay so far, and just like the usual, I'm done with the cold shower and now I'm on the way to the gym. So the market's just open and I'm just gonna constantly remind myself this week to stick to my rules. I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last week. Got a bit hungry, so I got a hash brown for breakfast before I head off to the gym. And finish this and I'm gonna get to it. Just into a position on EURCAD. I'll show you guys the setup once I'm finished with the gym. Okay, so I realized that I sent a weekly outlook into the Telegram group, but I did not do one breakdown for the YouTube. So I'll do that tonight. But anyways, now I headed to Starbucks where I'll break down the trade for you guys. I just have an iced vanilla latte. Just got my breakfast, and like I said, EURCAD. What I saw was that there was finally a shift of momentum. It rejected off the 200 MA. My stop loss is above this high and I expect continuation to this demand zone. This is a counter trend trade, so I'm not looking to stay in it for too long. And actually, this is the second time that I'm taking a trade on a non-USD Forex pair. So I'm pretty sure that they move a lot slower and I'm not super used to it, but I think this trade is decently high probability. Not the best, but not the worst either. I'm gonna hop right into the deep work session and I'll see you guys after. Before I go wash up and have my nap, quick trade update. So right now the position is hovering around break even, but I'll update you guys more later and see you when I wake up. It's only 12:30 PM and already done with one deep work session, and we're done with the gym session of the day. I'm on the way for lunch now and my second deep work session. And I know it does seem like I'm traveling a lot and you might think it's a waste of time, but honestly I feel it's quite strategic. The traveling gives you time to reflect a bit, slow down a little bit and think of new ideas, whether it's regarding trading, whether it's regarding what you're studying. But yeah, on the way there I'm going to be thinking of what I eat for lunch because I'm hungry. So after careful consideration, I settled for McDonald's. So hear me out. Okay, I haven't eaten this for 2 weeks and I was craving it. And I had a good gym session in the morning, so I'm just gonna let myself eat some junk food. I spent the last 15 minutes of the session researching about cameras because I told myself that if I enjoyed vlogging after 5 vlogs, I will invest in one. But I was looking at the prices and I realized they're so freaking expensive. And the one that I want to get, the Sony EV2, that's like 2.5k for the whole set. Maybe I'll get it after I get my next payout. But yeah, I'll still have to consider it for a while. Now I'm gonna get a dental checkup because I haven't checked my teeth for like 9 months. Okay, so the initial plan was to go and eat dinner after my dental appointment. But then the dentist told me that I couldn't eat for 30 minutes after. So instead I'm gonna change out the plans a bit and I'm going to go for dinner after my run. But anyways, trade update, we are about to get stopped out of the position. But I mean, I stuck to the weekly analysis, I stuck to the plan. This loss was an okay loss and I'm okay with that. But anyways, I'll see you guys after we're done. This is probably the last run that I can do at this pace this week because tomorrow I'm actually going for blood donation, which means that my stamina is going to drop like crazy. Trying to find something to eat, man. Okay, so we had a change of plans. I went home to shower and now I'm going out for dinner instead. Right after this, I'm going to find somewhere to study. Because even though I'm spending a lot of money on drinks, I think if it helps me to focus, that's worth it. So it was so quiet in the cafe that I didn't dare to make a sound because everyone could have heard me. But basically what I wanted to say is that I was about to get stopped out of the trade and I was so dead. And I'm about to study. Did not know that the coffee shop closed at 9, so I'm going to be heading home now to continue the study session. But so far so good. I've just been working on the coding side of things so far and I think I'm improving pretty decently. Time to resume the deep work session. But before that, let me show you guys what I've been working on. Last week I did a budget tracker. This week I've been doing like a planner kind of thing. Basically what it does is that you put your habits in and it's kind of like a calendar sort of to-do list, checklist, whatever. I think it's quite cool, like it's actually practical. But anyways, I can't lie, I'm a bit tired right now. So I think the rest of the session is just gonna be some light video editing for today's clips. We took a loss. As you can see, I close out the position because I think price is gonna stop me out. Frustrating, yes. Am I pissed at myself? No. Why? Because I stuck to my rules, I stuck to my analysis, I took a loss and that's fine. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself to cope with it. But honestly, I'm okay with it. Tomorrow looks like they may have some setups, especially for gold. We missed the buy today, but I think we could look for sells either tomorrow or on Wednesday. Not the best start of the week for trading, but on the productivity and the efficiency side of things, I think it's fantastic. I think I did a total of 6 hours of work. Right now I'm gonna go wash up. I'm gonna hit the bed earlier for tonight. Tomorrow is another like 5-6 hours of work. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning guys. Look at my brother going to school right now. Anyways, now we've been hitting the first study session. Why is he so cute? I have no idea. Look at the charts and I don't think there's going to be any setups for today, so I'm just going to let it be. And perhaps it's because Powell is speaking tonight, which means the markets could be consolidating. And exciting news, later I'm going to be going to the physical camera shop and I may actually get a camera. Not 100% yet, but we shall see. Life feels like it's just repeat and repeat right now. Every day is the same thing over and over again. But then at the same time now, when I watch other people get their morning coffee and go off to work, because that's not the life for me, man. I'd rather have full control of my life, work hard when I want to, and enjoy when I want to. Anyways, now I'm off to go for my blood donation. Now every time I come to the blood donation, I always get a bit of phobia because the last time I came, I fainted. And just now at the start, I was feeling kind of lightheaded, so I was kind of afraid I was going to faint. And then that was not a very fun experience. I swear to God, I almost fainted just now. The moment I walked in, the person that was drawing my blood asked the person beside her what to do, and I knew that she was new. That was the moment I knew I was cooked. Then after she poked the needle inside, the person said sorry, she forgot to do something. I was like, oh my god. And then I felt my head getting a bit dizzy. So she asked the senior person to come over and help, and the person came over and moved the needle, the blood drawing thing, inside my arm and asked me whether it was painful. I was like, of course it's painful. But on the bright side, they ended up not being able to draw as much blood, which means that my physical ability won't be affected as much. But yeah, I mean, that was one hell of an experience, man. This is the camera that I'm looking to get. It's pretty good, but the creator combo is out of stock, so I think I may have to buy it online. But I think it's quite cool. The camera quality is really good as well. Total is like 1,000, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to test it out and then I'll make a decision. So this is the second camera that I wanted to buy, but this one's a bit more expensive, and I think I may upgrade to this another time. I just got a memory card. This small thing costs $100. But anyways, the other camera that I was looking at is the Sony E10, and I think it looks really, really good. So I buy the Osmo Pocket 3, so I'll buy it online later because they didn't have stock at the physical store. So after this, I basically headed to a cafe to study with my friend who was interested in learning how to trade, so I decided to try to teach him. Initial plan for Tuesdays is for content creation at night, but I've already done like 4 hours of work today and I low-key want to skip. But main consideration is that because I went for the blood donation, you guys can see the hole over there, I am not sure whether I can. And also there's kind of like a bit of video editing to do, but I'm gonna go shower and then I'll make a decision. So that was an easy decision to make. So far today has been a pretty solid day, but I can feel my focus kind of dwindling, and I think if I stay at home, I'll be taking a nap instead of working. So instead, I'm gonna head out, go grab some dinner, and then I'm gonna continue a short work session, maybe 1 hour video editing. Then I can do something I actually enjoy. Okay, but I can't lie, I'm kind of tired now. I fell asleep during the train, but we are already here, so I think it's too late to turn back. I'm just gonna grab dinner and just do a bit of editing before I go to skates. So still editing the videos, man. I'm so tired. I really tried, man. I was really editing for like 30 minutes. Felt like my eyes were closing, so I leaned my head back for a bit. The moment I leaned my head back, I just knocked out. I really try my best to just try to push through every single day. Like those days where I have the time, I try to maximize the most that I can, and it's really, really tiring. So I went to get ice cream and go for a walk. Getting back now, I'm gonna skate soon, so I feel a bit more refreshed now. Hopefully everything goes well. Everything did not go well. I just kept on falling and falling and falling. I've done so many times and the whole back is wet and it's freezing right now, so I'm just gonna change up and head home, man. Okay, perhaps it wasn't the best idea to skate after a blood donation, but I think the problem is due to a lack of food, so I'm gonna get supper now and hopefully I'll feel better after, because now I have a slight headache. So I realized that wasn't the food that's what's making me tired. I think I'm actually tired, so I'm gonna go to bed earlier. But before I do that, let me just break down a potential trade that I see happening tomorrow. So XAUUSD this week, I expected it to retest this resistance zone. I didn't manage to catch the buy up, but now I'll be looking for sell cells to somewhere around here. So it does look like a high probability setup. I'll still have to wait for confirmations tomorrow to see whether I take it. DXY, I have no idea what it's doing now. I thought it would reject off the zone, but apparently it's not doing that. So I think I have to observe for the other forex pairs. I'll still have to wait for better confirmations tomorrow to take it. But I mean, it could potentially break out above, so that's the importance of confirmations. Hopefully get a good rest tonight. Well deserved, I think. And see you guys tomorrow. Look at what just got into the mail. I literally just bought it yesterday and it's here already, along with the mic as well. I got the package just now when I reached home. So I just got home from work and I'm going to be heading out. It's been a long day of work and I'm quite tired already, but try to push through and see what I can do today. I enter position in USDCAD and it's halfway to my stop loss now. If I lose this, this will be my third loss in a row, which is quite frustrating. Whereas I got my bubble tea and I'm just gonna get right in a deep work session. Oh, but I'm feeling the same tiredness as yesterday, man. Like going to work in the morning for the whole day is really wearing me down. I don't know whether you guys can notice, but when I don't have to go to work, I'm usually way more focused during my sessions. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I'm so cooked. The trade went even further into drawdown, so I may get stopped out again. I really don't know. I'm gonna head home so I can go unbox my new camera and probably get some sushi bits because I'm still hungry. Bit update before I have my sushi and unbox my new camera. Right now, for some reason, we didn't get stopped out, which is a good thing. And we are in slight bit of profit now, basically break even. So just gonna let the trade run and I'm gonna do my thing before unboxing the camera for you guys. Guys, you have no idea how happy I am to get this. You know, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. And until now, I didn't really have a purpose or anything worth sharing until now. And I'm now able to share my life and help other people out. So look at this, this is so cool. To on it, you just turn this and it just ons. And the cool thing is, it's so small and yet it can follow you. I don't know whether you guys can see, but basically you can press record. When you press record, the thing follows you around. So this camera head moves around and it's so freaking cool. I got the full set, which means that I also got new mics. So the audio quality and the footage quality is going to be so much better. Look at this, you press this to on, and is that not cool? So I'm going to take the next few days to try to figure out how to use this thing. I can't wait to be able to get better videos for you guys with this. But anyways, I'm going to go wash up and probably do one last trade update before I go to bed. Last trade update for the day. Price is starting to run in our direction after almost stopping us out. Actually, not almost, halfway to stop loss. But I think it may be scary. You have to see how it reacts to this level because this is the 4-hour 9 MA. And so if it rejects lower, I may have to close out before tonight. But I'm just going to try to leave it to run overnight and I'll update you guys in the morning. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow morning. I got stopped out of position at USDCAD at break even last night when I was sleeping. And I'm actually falling sick. I have a freaking sore throat now, which is quite frustrating because I feel a bit more lethargic than usual. Anyways, after this is my skating session. I'm gonna film a bit lesser today because I'm feeling under the weather. Potentially tonight there may be a setup on gold, but we shall see. And that was actually a really good session even though I was sick. Like only my throat is painful, but my physical ability is still perfectly normal. You know, I may be sick, but I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna grab supper real quick. I'm gonna eat the same thing that I ate that day because I didn't realize that was so nice. I just entered a sell on gold. Oh my god, and this is not the usual type of trades that I take. It's trading down towards the demand zone, and I think it's gonna be a shorter term trade. I may actually be able to get out by tonight. I'm not sure what is gonna happen. Let me give a breakdown of the trade real quick. So for the whole of today, price has been pushing down and down. This is the 4-hour chart. And then over here, price retraced to this 15 minutes order block, sweeping this liquidity. And below over here is another area of liquidity where I'm expecting price to push to before moving up. And that's why this is a continuation kind of trade. And on the 1-hour chart here, it retested the 9 MA as well as the 200 MA, and I expected it to reject harder. Now, it's not a typical trade that I do, but it does follow the midweek outlook, which is to push lower into this demand zone here. It does look like I'm about to get stopped out, and if I do, that will probably be the fastest stop out I've had for a long time. But anyways, I'm gonna hit a bit earlier today. Like I said, my throat is not feeling too well, so I'm gonna rest earlier. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the trade update for this. You can't make this shit up. Look at this. Last night I was literally like half a pip from getting stopped out, and price just reversed, and now it's back at break even. So I'm just gonna let the position run. I don't know whether I'll close early or not, but at least I'm still in the position. Update on the sore throat. I think it's getting worse, although my voice is not that affected, but it's quite painful, especially when I drink water. Okay, so I'll be heading to work now and I'll see you guys later. So after almost getting stopped out on the trade last night, trade is finally running a profit. And also just now on the way here, one of you guys came up to me and asked for a photo, and honestly that made my day. It was such an amazing experience. And so Zinc, if you're watching this, shout out to you. But anyways, now I'm gonna head into my deep work session, do more video editing because I need to get the video out by Sunday. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I just hit full freaking TP. I just completely completely down and I hit my take profit, which I don't usually set take profit orders, but this is a very nice trade into a demand zone, a very strong demand zone as you can see, and I'm very happy with this trade. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a week for this week and I'm not gonna be taking any more trades till next one. Anyways, I'm about to be done with the editing session and I'm thinking that I want to go skate later as well. But yeah, see you guys later. So I have a bit of time before I have to go off my skating session, so I'm gonna end off this week's vlog over here. So quick recap, this Monday I took a loss, Wednesday I took a break-even trade, and Friday I took a W to end the week. And for the break-even trade, take a look at this. Honestly, it should not even have been a break-even trade. It stopped me out by like half a tick and then went all the way to take profit. So honestly, this week could have been way more profitable. But at the same time, I may have gotten lucky for the gold trade because it was literally just this close to stopping me out. So it is the name of the game for trading and there's nothing I can do about it. And even though it's frustrating, I still gotta trust my ability. And that's something that I want to talk to you guys about. So even until now, there are times where I still doubt my abilities. So if you guys remember on Wednesday when I was about to get stopped out by USDCAD, at that point I was really doubting my ability to trade because if I had lost that would be my third losing trade in a row. Again, I've reached a point where I now have the results to speak for myself because I've passed multiple phase 1 challenges. I came close to passing 300k challenges so many times before finally passing it. And now at least I have results to say that I've done it before and I can do it again. But for some of you guys who have never got any serious results from trading, I know how hard it is for you guys. Like just now, the guy that came up to me for a photo and told me that he just started trading, I immediately knew what pain he was about to experience. And so I want to tell you guys to never give up even on those moments. Because take it from me that once you guys taste a bit of success, suddenly everything will be worth it. But anyway, back to the reflection. This week has been a really tiring week. I started the week off well, much better from last week when I took the huge loss. This week's win covered both of the losses from last week and this week and a bit more. Update for the accounts, FundedNext 300k live is down 1k, less than 0.5%. FTMO accounts are up slightly, not really much. 5%ers 100k phase 2 is up almost 2%. And the 250k phase 2 is up 2%. But all in all, although I have a bit of a sore throat, and honestly there were a lot of lows this week. If you guys remember on Tuesday where I totally just knocked out in the middle of a deep work session, yeah, those were bad times. But at least we ended off with a good note. So once again, if you guys have made it this far into the video, remember to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, never settle for average.